Giving y'all an update on my gardening miniature roses. It's my miniature rose bush. And on the bottom here is lemon balm. Really good for headaches and high blood pressure and stuff like that. And I have some more lemon balm here. So we had to throw out some trees because they wasn't rejuvenating. Let me show you the stuff I got for the ants while I'm out here. Got some borax, and I'm going to mix this stuff with some sugar. This is literally $6. Got it from the store around the corner from my house. And I'm mixing with some sugar, kill the ants in my garden. Okay. Now, you see how beautiful the roses are coming along really nicely. The lemon balm is coming along really nicely. The peppers that you just saw are coming along really nicely. Let's see what I got going on back here. Now, I started to go live yesterday when I was doing a lot of gardening work, but fortunately, my phone died, so you didn't get to see a lot of the rejuvenation updates. But we're gonna see what I got going on back here. Take some of this crap with me. And voila, a new modified greenhouse. Okay, so let me show you what I did. Because you guys know I've had a squirrel problem. The squirrels live in this big ass oak tree I got here in the backyard, and they are a nuisance. Okay. This is my compost bin. Pay this one. Pay this one. No attention. This is my compost bin. These little seedlings in here are going to be peppers once they start blooming. This one I started to dig up yesterday, but I didn't get to finish it because that was a lot of work. These little seedlings that are blossoming like tomatoes. And this handsome devil of a plant are string beans. So they're growing really nicely. As you can see, I really have them in big, deep containers because those grow really big and wild. So these containers are 5 gallons. Each one of these, this one and this one, 5 gallons. This is also a 5 gallon bag, but it's only halfway filled up, so it's really like 2.5 gallons in there. This compost bin is also another 5 gallon, but I'm gonna dump that and put probably some melons or something in there. I don't know. So I got this new situation. I haven't planted anything in here yet, but put my keys down. I'm gonna put something in here, probably like bok choys, because The squirrel ate my last set of bok choys, but I have something going on for the squirrels. Let me let you in on my little secret that I got going back here now. 1 second. Okay. So this baby, my baby, right here. See the thing lighting up? I'm gonna come to the show you. This is a solar powered squirrel rodent like pest control. It's powered by the sun, and you turn it on, and it makes these sound frequencies that repel the squirrels. Um, because I couldn't, like everything I tried, chicken wire, the little squirrel baits, none of that stuff worked. So this is supposed to work, and so far it's doing really good. I highly recommend if you have a squirrel problem in your backyard. I have squirrels and raccoons, um, and cats. We have stray cats. You know, to get this device right here is working pretty good. Um, So let me show you. This mesh that you see here on the bottom is also to repel the squirrels from getting into the greenhouse. I'm still fixing it because I just, for the last past couple of days, I've been revamping my garden. I got a late start because I was super busy, but was revamping my garden. I saw how it looked on the last update. Um, so yeah, this green mesh and this greenhouse cover. I want to show you how it works. So what I did was I cut it. Let me show you. I cut the green mesh and wrapped it all the way around the bottom, and I zip tied it. I zip tied it to the poles. And what I did with this greenhouse is this greenhouse was supposed to stop right here where the bottom of the covering is. But what I did was, instead of having a short greenhouse that only came up to my waist, I, instead of framing out the bottom of the greenhouse, I took the long poles, these poles right here, and I adjusted it and extended it up to make it tall enough that I could walk through. Let me show you. Let me just back up a little bit so to show you that I can walk through here. See that? While I can stand up and garden. I don't have to be like bending down to break my back. You know what I mean? So yeah, I modified it. I modified the frame, adjusted the frame so that it's taller. But because the housing cover couldn't come all the way to the bottom, I brought this mesh net and made that to be the bottom to keep the squirrels out. Now this is pretty cool. Now, let me show you this. It was raining, so I kind of just left it open so that the plants can get the water. But when the elements are too dry, like not good, too much sun, too hot out, or whatever, I can keep this up, keep my plants kind of cool in like a cooler environment. So that's pretty cool. So I like this greenhouse setup. I'm gonna show you some other things that I did in a second. And all of this was for me to find a way to combat the squirrels because like the squirrels was doing damage. You know, it was eating of the fruits as they grow, digging through the dirt, eating the roots, all kind of stuff. And of course, gardening is not cheap. Soil costs money, containers cost money, seedlings cost money. It takes a lot of work and effort to garden, you know. So yeah, so now all of these can look like that, all three houses. Okay, so 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 show you what else I got going on back here in my garden. Now let me show you this little beauty. I created my own water irrigation system, and let me show you this. This is pretty cool. Um, what I did was I bought a couple of various sizes water irrigation for the plants, hosing, and these little sticks, right? These are supposed to go in the plant. You attach them to the hosing, okay, and it slowly drips water into the base of each plant. However, I modified it, of course. With my big brain, I'm going to show you what we did. So I got these, they're various sizes. This one is like super skinny. This is probably like a quarter or eighth of an inch hosing. This one is like a half an inch or three eighths of an inch hosing. Um, hold on. I'll show you what I got going on here. So if you see, everybody knows I buy water, so I'm using just the camera so you can see that. Hi, Christian. Hi, Christian Team Girl and Rachel Garcia. Thanks for joining my channel and watching what I got going on here. Hopefully helps you guys out with your gardening. Um, here is another solar powered device. So this, I'm gonna have to pull it out in order to show it to you. Okay, this solar panel, I modified it, attached it to a water pump. I'm gonna show that to you. Let me get in there. If you can see inside of here, inside of the bottle of water, you see those wires? Is a pump. There's a water pump that pumps the water into the housing, into the hosing, and there's also a water meter detector in here. So it measures how much water I have in here. As you can see, I have like almost a full container, three-quarters of a container of water. Hold on. I gotta show it to you so this way you guys can see it. What I do is I add water into this one jug and it kind of waters the whole garden. I'm gonna show you how right now. It's already full, so this is just demonstration purposes. So I just pour the water into the pitcher, and you can see the water's filling up. It's almost full. Okay, so I don't really need to fill up the whole thing, but that was just to give you an idea. And then the water is the pump goes into this housing right here. I'm going to show it to you. Let's adjust up. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I have some hosing here, okay? And if you see attached to the hose is a sprinkler system. Hold on, I'm stuck. Come on, camera. Okay. Attached to the hosing is sprinklers. They're drip sprinklers. They're not like, they don't go crazy like you would see like watering a lawn or anything. They're drip, slow drip irrigation, so the plants don't become overwatered, because if you overwater the plants, of course that will rot the roots and you don't want that. So let's go upwards. You can see I have the sprinklers here, um, and all over the top. Now this is kind of what you call, because of course I modified this. I did this by hand and I zip tied it onto there, and you can see another sprinkler. And basically, this sprinkler sets all over the entire frame, top part of the frame of the garden, the greenhouse. So let's just come back on out for a little bit. I'm gonna show you what else I got going on back here, because I got like a bunch of stuff going on. So I'm gonna turn the system on so you can kind of see what I mean when I say it waters the whole garden. Just give me a second. Let me just turn it on. And it's a timer as well, so it times it'll water it for 2 minutes, then 5 minutes, and 10 minutes, and I can have it set for 12 hours or 24 hours out the day, and it'll come on 3 times a day because I have a timer onto the back of the solar panel. And yeah, so I'll show you that. Okay, it's on, and I'm gonna show you this how it works so you can see it. So you see the water is coming out of the holes, going directly into the flower pots, and some like this one, same thing. The water is coming out of the hoses and slowly dripping directly into the water pot. Now this is okra. This is okra. I recently planted. It's my first time growing okra, but yeah. This is some more tomatoes we got going on here. Okay. Um, and here I have a bunch of various stuff. The squirrels kept digging it out, so kind of like it annoyed the hell out of me. But you can see the water is dripping into the pots. I don't know if you can see that. See, the water is dripping into the pots. These are radishes. Okay. That's now starting to grow. Okay. Um, so down here's rosemary. Up here, this is basil that is starting to bloom. I took the old dried up basil out, tossed it in the compost, put some new basil seeds, and now fresh basil is growing. This is sage. I'm gonna throw that out and plant a new one, but it's my favorite things to cook with in the when I'm making, certain foods. I love basil. This is oregano as well. One of my other favorite seasonings. Really great. It's very fantastic when you make like jerk chicken and all that. Um, here, these are peppers, sweet peppers that are growing. And down here, I just planted these seedlings like 2 days ago. But in here will be green onion and cilantro. Okay. Um, in here, these are spearmint. Like I like to make spearmint tea. I like to mix it with the lemon balm. It's really good, flavorful. And these are going to be wildflowers because I like to attract bees and butterflies to pollinate the garden. Um, to show you what else we got going on. So again, I'm going to be planting some new plants. I already kind of started the seedlings in my house. I have yellow squash last year. The damn bugs ate them up. It was like loaded with like aphids, and so I bought some new organic pesticides that I'm going to use for that. And here, these little sproutlings are more hot peppers. You see, I have three hot peppers in the front that are already blooming really nice, but these bad boys right here are going to be even hotter. Um, and yeah, showed you my beans, some more tomatoes. These are also going to be hot peppers when they start sprouting. And these are my scallions from last year. Somehow scallions survived the winter, and I'm gonna dump out the old soil and give it a fresh revamp today. And um, these will pull the weeds out because it's scallions mixed with, oh look, we got a scallion bud. This is grows on top of the scallion when it gets really really tall. It flowers and the seeds spread and bud create new scallions. So yeah, this is the update on my garden. And again, because I modified this, as you can see, he didn't have a base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put sand inside of here, and so I can make it heavy, and that'll create the base so that when we get a really windy day out here, it will not blow away all my hard work. And I'm going to do the same for this one. I'm gonna put some sand in that one. So as you can see, look, you see the hose is still spraying the water. See, into the plants, and all the water is going into the pots, and it's a self-watering water irrigation system I set up here, so I don't have to come out here and worry about if I'm not home are my plants going to be watered, because you guys know I love vacationing, going on cruises and all that stuff. So yeah, it waters itself. I just have to make sure that my water jug is filled up, and I can safely go away for a couple of days without worrying about are my plants going to be dried up when I get home. So yeah, I hope this was a good update for you guys. Hold on, try to get this back adjusted. Give me a second. Hope this was a good update for you guys. Container gardening, ups and downs I go through for the past couple of years. You guys been with me on my journey of container gardening. I'm gonna have some new stuff growing this summer. Also potatoes, sweet potatoes I did last year, but I'm gonna do them differently this year because they was like really small last year. So I'm hoping this year, with my second year of experience growing potatoes, that they will be much bigger. Um, so we're gonna have some. We had snap peas last year. We're gonna do that again. That came out really fantastic. Um, we're gonna do some collard greens this year. Swiss chard last year was really hard to grow because the squirrel kept eating it. Yeah, yeah. Squirrel love lettuce for whatever reason. Um, and melons. They ate all my melons, my cantaloupe, and my watermelon. I might try that again this year. Don't know. And yeah, this is the update on the garden, guys. I'm gonna show you. This is gonna start zipping it up so you can see how it looks like when it's closed. I still got to do one more side of green netting on the bottom. once I do that, and now look, it shut off automatic. The water shut off automatic, and I don't have to worry about watering. Isn't that so cool? Shuts off by itself. Oh, I hope you guys like my new planter. Look at my new planter stand. This is pretty dope. I put this together yesterday. Took all the old plants that were sitting on like chairs and shit and moved them into something more fantastic. So when this overwaters, the water goes down onto this one and so forth and so forth. So every layer of the plants receive water. And then do this. I'm gonna modify this again for the winter time though. It's gonna be so cool so that I can maintain like a tropic environment during the winter. Stay tuned with me for that. That's gonna be, you know, the season shift. Pretty cool, right? I really like that. I really like that. Yeah. This is my baby. My gardening baby. You see, that's pretty cool. I like zipped it in and it's closed off, you know, and plants are inside safe. I don't know if you can hear that little sonic thing going off to keep the squirrel out, but it's definitely working. Uh, it's really cool device. So yeah, it's an update, and of course you see my junky backyard. um, but yeah, stay with me, guys. Love you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Look at this mess. Oh, I got so much cleaning to do, Lord. Yep, and that's the update. So I'll keep you guys updated with when I make the solution for the ants to get rid of that, and I'll show you the organic pesticide and stuff that I have. It's getting delivered overnight, so I'm switching from neem oil to a different pesticide because neem take weeks to get rid of the aphids and all that. It's like it works, but over time, very slow over time. So I'll keep you guys updated with that. Okay, ciao.